So is a clubhouse ticket worth $949? You tell me. So the first year you had Clubhouse Platinum and you had regular Clubhouse. Clubhouse Platinum got you in this tent, which of course was air conditioned, had plenty of seating and food options, but they did away with it and just went with Clubhouse. But in case you did not get to experience Clubhouse Platinum, I thought I would show you just a quick snippet of what went on inside. Beer and wine were all included. So when you're buying a clubhouse ticket, remember that. Your basic bar drinks are all included. Now, once you get into regular clubhouse, you still have all sorts of free finger food, popcorn, fruit, yogurt, bottled water, as much as you want, different sodas. As you can see here, you had even a coffee bar set up. And I took down a handful of iced lattes that day. But yeah, seating is everywhere. You're in the air conditioned, you have air conditioned bathrooms. So I know we all concert different, but at my age, I've done enough general admission stuff. I want to be able to escape the heat, sit down for a little bit, have a little something to eat. The first year was a total failure. They ran out of seating, so people were sitting on the floor. This year, as you can see, everything was done so much better, so much more seating, so much more space. They opened up another part of the clubhouse as well. Um, but yeah, tons of food, tons of fast service areas to get drinks, and like I said, it was all included. We also had our own merch area, our own air conditioned restrooms. So at the end of the day, is it worth the extra money? Only you can tell. I personally thought it was a great deal for the day, especially since you had access to air conditioned bathrooms, like I said, unlimited drinks. Hell, the first year they even had buses running us back and forth between stages. When you do enter the clubhouse area, especially in the daytime, there is so much room. I mean, you can get as close to the stage, as you want. And, you're not elbow to elbow. If you want to sit in the grass 40 yards back from the stage, nobody is around you. So you have a great view and nobody on top of you, which I liked. Of course, as the night went on, Clubhouse got busier and busier, but that's to be expected, with 70,000 in attendance. But I thought the sound was great. I thought the views were great. And there's a look over at general admission from Clubhouse. So obviously there's a price to pay to not, be elbow to elbow with people. Is it worth the $949? Like I said, I definitely think so. The other cool thing, of course, being when you arrive, you're whisked right in. There's no waiting in line. These are some of the buses that we had first year in Platinum Clubhouse, which, like I said, they did away with. But I thought I would just show it to you anyway, in case they do bring it back. So just outside a clubhouse, you could hop on this bus, and it just ran loops all day between the stages. At the end of the day, I think it was quicker actually walking yourself, but for what we paid, I said I'm at least going to ride on it once. But that was neat once again to escape the heat, sit in the air conditioning for a minute, take a rest, and just look out the window and get a laugh. I think the total ride was probably 2 or 3 minutes. So it was kind of hilarious that they had all these buses there to run us back and forth. I remember when buying tickets, they said they were going to use golf carts. So if you bought a Platinum Clubhouse ticket, you could just hop on a golf cart and get whisked between stages. But yeah, they pulled up right out back of the main stage, and the only thing next to us was the entrance for the artists and VIPs and stuff like that. So it definitely made it easier. If you were one of the other two stages on the other side, close to the Rose Bowl. But like I said, just walking, it was so much easier. Here's another view from last year as well, from Clubhouse in the daytime. And like I said, hardly anybody was out there. So it was great just to walk right up to the front, grab the rail, watch the show, and yeah, nobody around to bump into you or anything like that. So I thought it was a really cool setup. All 3 years of the event, I have always bought in advance and just done the payment plan. I mean, hey, there's not that much of a fee for it, and that way, if anything changes, I can always just resell my ticket, whatever. But just a quick layout of the land here, as shot from right outside the clubhouse. Like I said, you do have your own dedicated merch area, and that's about as crazy as the line got all day. Of course, you do not have artist merch there. It's strictly, the Cruel World merch. But it still seemed quicker than some of the other places we saw, so I thought that was a nice touch. Once again, I leave you here with a final look at the Clubhouse Platinum tent that apparently was first year only. Um, but I heard they might bring something back similar to it. Don't know if there's any truth to that for year 4. And I don't know that I would pay the extra. Um, I think the clubhouse is big enough. And now that they've taken over both sides, and it's not just the one main room, you have the bar area now in both sides of the clubhouse, the restrooms in there, plus all the air conditioned ones out back. I think it's more than enough, enough room, unless of course they oversell it, which, wouldn't surprise me. It's a festival. But once again, if you're thinking of doing it, I just wanted to be able to throw something out there for you so you could kind of know what to expect. I do get asked quite a bit, why would you pay that kind of money? What did you get? Tons of people, of course, always say, general admission's the way to go. But at my age, there's no way I'm just standing out in the sun for 12 hours. I got to have a place to hide here and there for a bit. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you next world at Cruel World.